As we all know, it doesn't happen very often on Sunday. The team plays a night game unless it's a national game of the week. But the Rangers and Indians are doing so tonight. At the conclusion of tonight's game, the Indians get ready to return to the friendly confines of the Jake. And it's a good thing, too, because the Indians have lost 7 of their last 12 on the road. The Tribe has also lost 5 to teams with losing records. They were in Texas again tonight, but they got off to a better start than last night. 4th inning, Josh Barfield going to drive home Jason Michaels and trot Nixon. 2-0 Indians at that point. And then in the 5th inning, the Indians decide to do it again. This time it's Michaels' turn. He's going to single the exact same spot. Victor Martinez and Johnny Peralta come around to score. Indians were up 5-0 at that point. They are currently leading 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, what happens when the NL's highest scoring team plays the team that allows the most runs? You get 27 runs in 3 games, and the Marlins just kept adding it on. 2-0 Reds in the 5th. That's when Mike Jacobs goes yard off of Bronson Arroyo. That's his 7th of the year, a 2-run shot. Game tied up at 2, and then Miguel Cabrera has been a thorn in the side of the Reds all weekend long. He doubles off the wall. Jason Wood, Cody Ross come across the score. Fish push across 4 in the 8th, win it by a final count of 9-3. Well, let's switch it up to players who, well, actually, we're a little bit further along. It's District 11 tournament time in Legion Baseball. How about in the 5th inning, 3-2 Cambridge, Jamal Lowry, a 2-run shot, 5-3, post 84 at that point. But we jump ahead to the 9th inning. That's when Tyler Moore, he's going to single home the tying run, and eventually the game-winning run is going to come around to score. We got to wait for it, wait for it. Where you at, Corey Swope? Give it to me. Where you at? Moore's on second. There he is. He's going to single into right center. Game-winning run's going to come around to score. Post 29 comes back to win. Logan Lewis, 15 Ks in this one, went the distance, lost in the comeback in this one.
We weren't playing too good, but Coach called for my number there at the end of the game. I went to tie up my cleats and break the shoestring off. But I was looking for a fastball outside corner and drove it to right field line. Felt good. I knew my guys would score on base.
I was just hoping for another chance at the plate. I mean, I struggled at the plate today. We didn't get any breaks, so I was just hoping I'd get another chance and maybe drive in the winning run.
Well, I could tell it was down, and Tyler, he had a good read on it. He was coming all the way, and he did a nice job of reading it.
In the Babe Ruth State Tournament, Zanesville Americans, they're looking to stay alive. They must win this one with Jefferson County. 13-2-1 Jefferson County. Drew Brown going to single home Adam Fondale. We're evened up at 2. Now, these are 7-inning games. We jump ahead to the 5th inning. It's 3-2 in favor of Zanesville. That's when Mitch Ludwig of Jefferson County singles to right field. J.J. Mikla going to come around to score. It's tied up at 3 apiece. But, you know, fundamental baseball. Game-winning run at 3rd. Sack fly. John Robinson hits it to left. Michael Waite is going to come up firing. Wade Kaido going to test the arm. Yeah, he's going to beat the throw home standing up. Should have slid, but he beats it home standing up. 4-3, Americans win. Well, from the diamond to the links, the 3rd major of the golf season is referred to by 2 words, the Open. It has been running in the British Isles since 1860. Sergio Garcia came into the final round of the Open with the lead and was looking to secure his first ever win at a major tournament. But he would have to overcome his worst enemy to win, himself. Let's, skip all the drama. Get right to the 18th hole. Garcia for the win.
Did he?
Lips it out. Patrick Harrington was tied with him at 7 under. We are going to a 4-hole playoff. Cumulative score wins it. If we're still tied after that, we go to sudden death. So for sudden death, here's Garcia. Same putt, no good. So now Patrick Harrington has to make this putt to win. Yep, Patrick Harrington, he's going to win the British Open. Only the 2nd Irishman ever to do so, comes from behind to do it. And finally, let's talk about some racing. Mid-Ohio Raceway was today the focus of the Indy world. Today, the Honda 200 was a key race for last year's champ Scott Dixon, who sits 34 points behind leader Dario Franchitti. Only problem is that Helio Castroneves was on the pole at Mid-Ohio, so Dixon's got some catching up to do. Green flag, and here we go. Let's go racing at the Mid-Ohio Speedway. Uh-oh, Mario Andretti ends up on his lid. That's never any good. He would be okay. That was the first turn when Tony Kanaan hit Andretti. Final lap, Scott Dixon comes back to win at the first ever IRL event at Mid-Ohio, and you know what? He deserves a cold one, guys.
Champagne always tastes good after like that, and also beer. So, you know, we'll be having a few beers tonight for celebration, and it's just good for the team. You know, for us, it's big for the championship. You know, we've gained a lot of points on Dario now. He had a 65-point lead. We got it down to 24, and we're working away at it. And 3 in a row is definitely good for confidence and morale in our team.
Well, we know what happened at the race, but you know what? There was more going on at Mid-Ohio Speedway. Our very own Mike Thompson was there, and he files this report.
So for the second time in 3 weeks, the IRL has found themselves at a road course. Just so happens this week, they're at Mid-Ohio, the first time ever for this racing series.
I've never seen the place so packed. It's just fantastic. Everybody's been so great to us, and we've been all very happy to be back here. But yeah, everybody's so knowledgeable and such big race fans of single-seater racing here, and it's good that we're back.
IndyCar series, I mean, everybody really enjoy road course, and everywhere we're going at street course, road course, it seems to getting a lot of attention, a lot of public, a lot of fans.
I think these road courses are nice. It splits it up, and for a lot of the drivers, all our racing's from road. Our first racetracks that we've ever raced on were road courses. So sort of getting back to where we came from.
As for the Defiance, Ohio native, he felt no added pressure running in his home state.
I mean, I want to win everywhere we go, and I've learned a long time ago that you got to treat each race the same, because as soon as you start putting a lot more emphasis on certain races, it makes it harder and harder for you to win.
So for the third straight week, Scott Dixon has found himself into victory lane. Watkins Glen, Nashville, and now here at Mid-Ohio. But what makes this win a little sweeter? It's his birthday today. Mid-Ohio Raceway, I'm Mike Thompson for WHIZ Sports.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. One more note, Katie. Jim Spargrove, 9th consecutive Zanesville Country Club championship, ties second all-time, needs 2 more to go all the way. So congratulations to Jim.
Congratulations, Jim. Thanks, JT. We'll be back right after this.